Did you know that tears can actually put you in a better mood? They're not just for sadness, they actually have healing power, that it's spiritual and it's actually neurological. You see, tears are something that we've all experienced, right? And there are some people that think that it shows a sign of weakness. It shows that you're vulnerable and that you've lost control. And I know that it's hard for some of us to think that we're letting people in by seeing us cry. And I don't know about you, but I can cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm mad. If I get laughing really hard, I kind of cry then too. The tears just come. I know they're not all the same tears, but you know what I'm saying. The Bible actually says that God collects every tear when you cry, and that means that you and your tears are precious to Him. Well, we are often told to hold back our tears and to be strong and not to show those emotions, especially in like a work setting or, a professional life, for example. But what if I told you that tears actually may be a sign of strength rather than weakness? Curious, are you? Yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. And, let's admit it, life can be really tough, and we're all faced with challenges that make us feel overwhelmed or stressed, or maybe even make you feel anxious, right? We all struggle with, self doubt at certain times of our life, or fear, maybe uncertainty, and it's really hard to know how to process those emotions. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on our shoulders, and it can be hard to keep it together, especially if you're experiencing, some stress. You think about financial stress, that can really drop you to your knees and cause you some great stress. So, when we struggle with these things, sometimes it can bring on the emotions and make us cry because we are really hurting. I mean, honestly, I think I cried more in 2024 than I ever had. I mean, I'm the girl that I cry when God shows me something beautiful, and it brings me to tears sometimes. And sometimes there are circumstances that are just almost too much to bear. And I joke, I have this blue bathrobe and it has coffee mugs on it. If you know me, you know why. And I think that that bathrobe saw more tears in 2024 than it ever had. But those salty, wet drops of liquid, honestly, they are so powerful for healing and for emotional release. And you know what? If you agree, I would really appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to grow my channel, and it's free for you to do, and it really would be helpful to me. So give it a thumbs up if you can agree that those salty tears can really be a powerful tool. And I'm going to tell you why. So they're actually vital to your body and your brain. And here's what's amazing. When you cry, your body actually releases hormones that trigger the production of endorphins. And that's like your body's natural painkiller, if you will. And not only that, but tears also produce oxytocin, and that's the love hormone. And it like soothes your heart. And it reduces pain, and it helps you feel safe, and it helps you feel connected. Crying literally resets your brain and helps you heal. And I like to call it the Holy Spirit wash, because generally when I'm crying, I can feel God kind of guiding me and talking to me and maybe sharing something with me about a particular situation if I'm under stress or I'm upset about something. And you see, humans are the only species that cry emotional tears. And that makes total sense because you were made in the image of God, right? He gave you this unique ability to process some of your deepest joys and sorrows and some of your longings through tears. It's not a sign that you're weak. On the contrary, it is a sign that your soul is being cared for, that it's being nurtured and soothed. You're being renewed, if you will. So that's why I refer to it as the Holy Spirit wash. We release the tears, and there's like a whole bunch of stuff that's happening, all good stuff, to rejuvenate us. So don't let the enemies steal this gift from you. It really is a gift. So whether your tears come from heartbreak or joy, or maybe doing something profound, God created them to cleanse your soul and calm your mind. Don't hold them back. They're part of his beautiful design for creating you, and his beautiful design for us to heal. And research has shown that they contain a higher level of the stress hormone cortisol, like I mentioned, and that is released when we start to cry, okay? So it actually helps reduce stress. It actually helps to reduce anxiety, and it like washes out the toxins from our bodies. In fact, I had one of my clients share with me how she just cried for hours after a painful breakup. And she said afterwards, it was like the weight of the world was lifted off of her shoulders. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but I definitely could relate to what she was saying. And she said what she realized is that she finally allowed herself to feel the emotions that she had been suppressing for so long. And it was incredibly liberating. And so I just want to reassure you that those tears, they're not a sign of weakness. They're actually a sign of strength. And they're a natural response to the pain. And they can be a powerful tool for healing. And I think that if you allow yourself to go down that road and you allow yourself to just have a good cry, have you heard of that? Just go have yourself a good cry. You'll feel better. There's actually some healing in there. It's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to show our emotions. In fact, it's more than okay. It's absolutely necessary. Sometimes you just gotta cry. And I want you to remember, it was something that David penned in Psalm 56:8, as a matter of fact. And he was talking to God, and he said, "You keep track of all my sorrows. You've collected all of my tears in a bottle. You have recorded each one in your book." God is collecting every single tear. So let that sink in and comment below. What do you think about that? So thanks for watching, and until next time.